on the life and social conditions of America and our communities. And that is a political statement. If they want to debate that, tell them to come see me and I'll point them to Daniel. I'll point them to Isaiah, who were men who were in the government who spoke the word of God. Amen. Men and women, we are living in a moment of urgency. This is not a time for you to retreat from this place and go back and sit on your couches. Tune in to Sean Hannity and Bill O'Reilly and even the men back. Thank God those guys are there, but nonetheless, they're not out on the tip of the spear. You need to be on the tip of the spear. If you're not the tip of the spear, you are the shaft that is behind the spear. I'll end with this. In my campaign, I said to the conservative community, those who believe in conservatism, and those who are conservative believe in the Constitution and believe in the Declaration of Independence. I said to them that I'm out on the tip of the spear, but the tip of the spear has no weight to it if there's no shaft. You take that spear, or the tip of the spear, off the shaft, and you just got a little spear. What can you do with that little metal tip? You can't do nothing with it. It becomes powerful when there's a shaft behind it. It adds weight to it. It gives it the ability to be launched. You can't launch it and have any capacity of doing any damage unless you have the shaft. Men and women, you are the shaft behind the tip of the spear. We need your power. We need your capacity as we step out into the public square and declare that God is the God of our nation. Amen. We need you. We need you. I'm just moved by the fact that so many of you have showed up today. This is happening all over the nation, all over the country right now. That this mandate has gone too far. I think it was Thomas Jefferson who gives an explanation to what's going on in America today. I'm taking a little extra time. That's called executive privilege.
You go, Pastor. You go.
I have my Declaration of Independence. Quoting this declaration got me thrown under the bus at WFAA. I quoted Thomas Jefferson and they said, well, you know, you're crazy.
Yes, you did.
If I'm crazy, Thomas Jefferson is.
That's right.
And he sounds to be real brilliant to me. If you remember in this declaration, I'm quoting to people who already know it, but I just want to remind you, I'm a good teacher. A good teacher teaches in repetition. You need to hear it again. It says, we hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal and endowed by their Creator. Come on, somebody. Creator. With certain unalienable rights, that among these rights are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That to secure these rights, listen to me, that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just power from who? The consent of the governed. That whoever, or that whenever any form of government becomes destructive to that end, it is the right of the people to alter or abolish it. That's what Thomas Jefferson said. I didn't say that. I just happen to agree with it. Yeah. To alter or abolish it. And to institute new government, laying its foundation on such principles and organizing its power in such form as to them shall seem most likely to affect their safety and happiness. It sounds like that's my responsibility and yours as we the people. But there's been a lot of lamenting going on by many of us who are here saying, what's wrong with America? Don't they see what we see? Aren't they aware of the danger that we're facing right now? Most of us are trying to explain why it is that there are not 10,000s of us sitting out here right now. Thomas Jefferson answers that right here in this document. He says this, prudence indeed will dictate that government long established shall not be changed by light and transient causes. And accordingly, all experience has shown that mankind is more disposed to suffer while evils are sufferable than to right themselves by abolishing the form to which they are accustomed. Did you hear that?
Yes.
Most of us are willing to suffer. While evil is sufferable, well, I'll suffer. Well, you know, it ain't so bad. That's bad for them, but it's not bad for me. I'm still doing okay. I've got money in my checking account. Everything seems to be all right. As long as it doesn't impact me and my children. Oh, I'm a grandparent now. My kids are gone. I don't have to worry about those kinds of legislation. Suffering evil. But here's what he says further. And I want you to hear this. He says, but when a long train of abuses and usurpations, pursuing invariably the same object, invents a design to reduce them under absolute despotism, it is their right, yes, it is their duty, yes, to throw off such government. Yes. Yes. Thomas Jefferson has defined it for us. The question is, where are we in the continuum? Are we at absolute despotism? I would say no, we're not. We're at the point of alteration. All of this will be edited out, but the other part will be left in. Broden is calling for armed revolution again. I'm not. You're here and you can attest to that. I'm simply saying that there is a remedy for us. And whether you believe this or not, as I said on WFAA when they interviewed me, this Declaration of Independence was a declaration of war against King George and his tyranny. And the language expresses that, does it not? Yes. So I suggest to you that you and I need to pay attention to where we are. Where are we? I believe we still have a chance to change this thing at the ballot box. We still have a chance to change this thing at the ballot box. So let us stand firm. The Bible says, resist the devil and he will flee. Yes. We must resist. Yes. We must push back. Yes. Push back.